Once upon a time there was a pond where a minnow and a tadpole swam and played in holes and weeds. They were inseparable friends. One morning, the tadpole discovered that during the night he had grown 2 little legs. "Look," he said, "look, I'm a frog." "Nonsense," said the minnow. "If only last night you were a little fish, just like me." They argued and argued. Finally, the tadpole said, "Frogs are frogs, and fish is fish, and that's that." In the weeks that followed, the tadpole grew tiny front legs, and his tail got smaller and smaller. And then one fine day, a real frog now, he decided to climb out of the water and onto the bank. The minnow, too, had grown and become a real fish. He often wondered where his friend had gone. But days and weeks went by, and the frog did not return. Until one day, with a happy splash, the frog jumped into the pond. "Where have you been?" asked the fish. "Been about the world," said the frog. "I have seen birds, birds." And he told about the birds. "They have wings and 2 legs and many, many colors." "What else?" asked the fish, excited. "Cows," said the frog. "Cows have horns, 4 legs, they eat grass, and carry pink bags of milk." "And people," said the frog, "men, women, and children." And he talked and talked. The fish's mind was full of lights and colors and marvelous things. He couldn't sleep. Oh, if he could only jump about like his friend and see that wonderful world. The days went by. The frog had gone, and the fish decided that he too must see the world. And so one day he jumped clear out of the water onto the bank. And there he lay gasping for air. "Help!" he groaned. "Help!" Luckily, the frog, who had been hunting butterflies nearby, saw the fish and with all his strength pushed him back into the pond. The fish floated about for an instant. Then he breathed deeply, letting the cool water run through his gills. He felt weightless again, and he could move to and fro, up and down as before. The sun rays touched the weeds and gently shifted patches of luminous color. His world was surely the most beautiful of all worlds. He smiled at his friend the frog, who sat watching him from a lily leaf. "You were right," he said. "Fish is fish."